Hi, I'm Dick Tussow.
And I'm Judy Knight.
Welcome to Milwaukee Habitat for Humanity.
We're here at the corner of 23rd and Galena, where we've just started 10 new houses. But that's getting ahead of our story.
Let's take a little drive and start back at the beginning, 10 years ago, and give you some of the background and philosophy of Habitat's program in Milwaukee.
This is one of the first houses that was rehabilitated by Milwaukee's Habitat.
Still looks pretty good, doesn't it, Judy?
Yes, it does, Dick. But Habitat's more than just a few isolated renovation projects. Our real goal is to make a difference in the neighborhood by bringing together financial sponsors, concerned volunteers, and prospective homesteaders.
Milwaukee Habitat for Humanity works with churches and corporations to help raise money and organize volunteers to rehabilitate existing houses and also to build new homes in the central city. One of the reasons Habitat has been so successful in Milwaukee is that it builds more than just houses. There is a real sense of community and partnership between the homesteaders, the volunteers, and the sponsors. Jean Leslie, Executive Director of Milwaukee's Habitat for Humanity, tells us more about the unique Habitat formula.
Habitat's not a handout program. What makes us different is that we rely on a series of partnerships in order to make our work happen. Partnerships, building homes and hope. Those partners include the individuals that come down and work with us during the week, as well as members from area churches and businesses. By working together, we really have a shot at making the neighborhood a new place. As we cluster the houses on which we're working, we're beginning to see a transformation taking place in the neighborhood, a new sense of concern and caring among the people that live there and the people that are working with us. That's the Habitat vision, to actually transform the neighborhoods in which we're working. When Millard Fuller founded Habitat in 1976 down in Americus, Georgia, the mission that he stated for us all was to eliminate poverty housing from throughout the world. Here we try to provide decent, affordable housing for low-income families, and we work one house at a time.
In order to qualify for a house, homesteaders are required to put in 500 partnership hours, sweat equity, down payment. They work right alongside other volunteers as their house is being built or rehabbed. That way, homesteaders start to take ownership even before they move in. And hopefully, they learn some new skills and make some new friends along the way.
But I thank God this morning for all of you. To me, this is beyond being a dream come true.
Habitat for Humanity is able to build or renovate a house for about half what the materials and professional labor would cost. That puts the out-of-pocket cost at about $35,000. One of the key elements of the Habitat program is to provide the home buyer with an interest-free mortgage. That makes the monthly payment about $300. That makes it possible for a family whose income is about $900 or $1,000 a month to live in a nice home.
Habitat depends on the commitment from a wide variety of people. The area churches, the corporations and businesses in the Milwaukee area, as well as hundreds of volunteers, are what makes Habitat happen here in Milwaukee.
Since 1987, Milwaukee Habitat has hosted a house-raising week in mid-June. Hundreds of volunteers, individuals as well as corporate and church groups, work during the week putting in 6 to 7 hour days, rehabbing and building Habitat houses. To get a jump start on the new construction, Habitat for Humanity also hosts a Blitz Week in late spring. That's how the new houses along this street were started. Jean mentioned the commitment from sponsors. Let's talk with Lou Gentine, President and Chief Executive Officer of Sargento Incorporated.
We wanted to provide quality housing to at least 2 families here in Milwaukee. We're very satisfied that we met these objectives, and in fact we met them in a way that was truly rewarding to all that participated in the project. Habitat was and will continue to be a rewarding experience for us at Sargento.
Making sure all this works isn't always easy, but one of the most exciting parts of our work together is identifying families who are going to be Habitat homeowners. We select Habitat families based on need, commitment, a willingness to put in those 500-hour partnership hours, and their credit histories. We provide some additional support for families, which I think are really important. We offer Habitat Tech classes to families to encourage them to maintain their homes and teach them the needed skills to accomplish that. We also identify family partners from among our volunteer base. So there are individuals who are willing to walk with the families through their adventure of home ownership. Basically, we just work at fostering coalitions and helping to build community, building one house and working with one family at a time.
Well, Dick, that's about all we have time for today. How's this house coming along?
Pretty good, Judy. Our construction crews are in the final stages now, and our homeowner should be able to move in shortly.
That's great, Dick. But what about the other 10 or 11 houses Habitat's working on right now?
We'll take a look at those next time.
Until then, I'm Judy Knight.
And I'm Dick Tesshaus from Milwaukee Habitat for Humanity.